Well, the Prime Minister is delivering a message on behalf of Canada's steel industry, and it's one of protection. According to Mark Carney, Canada needs to be its own best customer if we want to protect the sector in the face of U.S. tariffs. CTV's Stefan joins us now with more on this, Steph.
Patricia, the trade war rages on where every industry seems to have its own battle, and right now, Canada is arming itself with protectionism. The Prime Minister was in Hamilton this morning to make the announcement, and he is introducing new measures to support the steel sector and avoid so-called steel dumping. That's a term to reference how foreign companies undercut the domestic price by dumping their products into our country. Here's some of what Carney had to say.
Over time, we become too dependent on the United States as our biggest customer, with more than 90% of our steel exports going south of the border. So moving forward, we must diversify our trade relationships. And above all, we must rely more on Canadian steel for Canadian projects. And those shifts start today.
So by the end of the month, the feds plan to tighten the quota for steel coming from countries without a free trade agreement like China and Turkey to half of 2024 levels. Anything beyond that will face a tariff of 50%. The government says foreign steel has flooded the Canadian market ever since the U.S. imposed its own tariffs on the global steel industry back in March. So in order to keep it out, Canada will launch tariffs of its own. Further to that, any companies competing to get a federal contract on projects that would require this strong, durable material would have to use Canadian steel to even be considered. Now, when asked about how trade negotiations are going with the U.S., the Prime Minister wasn't quite willing to answer, Patricia, implying it would be a bad move while the talks continue.
CTV's Stefan reporting live for us tonight. Thank you.